Hello, my name is Mkululeko Victor Masombuga. I'm born and raised in Siabuswa, Mpumalanga. I've been in Cape Town for 4 to 5 years now. Yeah, so I've been requested to come and share some thoughts with you by the HR department. Thank you, Sis Bully, and all the organizers for the opportunity to come and talk to this beautiful crowd. I would have loved to be in your midst and just to engage, especially after the short presentation in a Q&A session. I hope next time you'll invite me, and then I will definitely try by all means to make time so that we are not constrained in a digital platform, but we can actually engage or face to face. But however, enjoy the beautiful day, and ngicela ningiphe umphago as I requested. No, Sisbula was very serious, hence I'm even making this officially. Whatever they are going to be eating, can I also have my lunch box there? I'll come fetch it wherever. Anyway, so a couple of years ago, less than 4 years ago, I think, I was doing my internship with Department of Rural Development and Land Reform in the same position as some of you. And less than 2 years ago, I was a level 7 in Department of Higher Education and Training. Less than a month ago, less than 2 months ago, I was studying in what one would call an ASD level, a level 9, with the Department of Health. Now, how do we move like this? There's no formula per se, but I will just share a bit about me. Hopefully you can pick a few things and you take those to heart, and you get inspired and motivated to progress, to move forward in life. Now, I'll let you in on a secret. Motivation is a compound word. It's motive and action. Motive and action. Motive is a reason for doing, and action is the act, the deed itself. What are you doing? So one of the reasons, or one of the fundamental motivating keys for me, is not just ability. The fact that you can do great is motivational. Skill and ability is motivational. But up and beyond that is a commitment to social responsibility and a commitment to love. It's going to be exciting. If you say you love your family, your parents, your grandmother, your mother, then you must be highly motivated to make you make something of yourself, so that you are in a position that when they need you, you give them the best version of you, financially, intellectually, spiritually, and any other dimension with which they need you in. But if you are still a dependent student or a dependent child, then it's going to be very difficult for you to express to the deepest extent your love. A lot of people with good intentions that never succeeded in life have never expressed those intentions. And in as much as in this world we say it is the thought that counts, it's true. But beyond thoughts, beyond intentions, it is the action which has been manifested or put into place that really, really counts. If you say you love someone, merely telling them verbally that, expressing your emotions verbally is good, but the deed, action speaks louder than words. And that is the true saying that I have found meaningful. I'll tell you why I'm saying this. It's very vital for you to have a sense of urgency, because some of us, especially if you don't have the complexion of connection, we come in from areas whereby our parents look at us as the future, as the hope, not necessarily the hope for the family, but they have hope that you can assist. They might not necessarily expect it, but you doing it out of the genuinity of your heart and out of the depth of your love for them. And that's the point I want you to focus is in your journey in life. And that has been one of the driving forces for me to always seek progress, because the worst form of oppression is stagnation. When you are stuck at a level, you feel more oppressed than anything. The worst form of oppression is stagnation. So let me maybe share this before I even touch base about my career journey, as a trigger point for motivation. My mom, 2 years ago, no, last year I think, yes, last year, yeah, got COVID. Yeah, I think last year she got COVID, and she was hospitalized for a couple of weeks, I think 2 weeks at most, and for out of those 2 weeks, I think she many days, I think, if not the whole week, she was under intensive care unit, ICU, and it was bad. And mind you, my mom is in Mpumalanga in Siabuswa, and I am here in Cape Town. We thank God, unfortunately, she was healed. She recovered, and she came back. She's well alive. In fact, I'm hosting her in April here in Cape Town. Now, let me tell you a bit about that. I was so happy that even though what I can give to her during that time of need was prayer, but beyond that, she was and still is on my medical aid that I got as part of being employed in government, GEMS, and I'm subsidized 70%. I was at level 7. So if you don't get a job, and if you don't get that part of your life sorted, when such situations happen, you feel helpless. You understand my point? And how much more if you don't even have the means to make sure that your parent or your family members get the best care, so in as much as medically you can give them the best care, so that that aspect is taken care of, then you can just in your little corner as you are crying and hopeful, and you can also give some prayers. You understand? And she was grateful, still is, that we were able to cover him with the medical aid. The medical bill was over 100,000 rands, 140,000 rands that we paid, but was paid by GEMS. I didn't have to pay anything. You understand? I actually just only paid like 2,000 rands, which was not covered. I was able to get that and make sure that her life was spared and saved because I had the medical aid. Having the means, the resources, can help you to fully express your love for your loved ones. And if you take this lightly and you are not now, before the need arises, pushing yourself to be in that position, should there be any need like that, then you are already failing not just yourself, but the people which you claim to love. And I hope this is a trigger point for motivation as you journey in life. So, what's one of the things that made me to apply consistently to also, pray, apply and pray. What most people in positions look at as administration to the end point or the end user, it is an answer or an answered prayer. So I did my internship with the Department of Rural Development. One of the best opportunities that I've ever had. Best opportunities. It granted me proximity to the highest ranking powers in this country. Because I used the opportunity to the best of my abilities, I learned so much. I maximized it. I came to work with a smile on a daily basis. I did my own private research. I listened to my mentors. Kolani Kaya in IT. Kolani was my direct supervisor. Kaya, Anthony. I spoke to them on a daily basis. I wanted to find out, how can I move forward? How can I improve myself? How can I get this opportunity? You understand? Ulangazelele uphumelela. Seek to better yourself. And never look at yourself as an insignificant person in the department. You are actually a very vital key, a key component. There are many things that cannot be done without you, but you must make yourself of that significance. They trusted me to deploy me to Parliament and, on a regular basis, to go to the DG's office to assist them technically, to go to the Deputy Minister's office to assist them technically, to go to even the Minister's office to assist them technically, to an extent that I was part of the deployment by the department when we hosted the president to actually go in series a couple of years ago. They'll elaborate to help IT-wise and worked with the presidency when the department hosted the president in part of their land distribution program. And I met Cyril Ramaphosa on multiple occasions while I was still an intern, maximizing the opportunity. You understand? And from there onwards, obviously, I applied and I did my full internship. Due to time, I might not be able to engage and share everything that I wish to bring across, but you can see that beyond everything that I was doing, there was a level of motivation, a drive, not just mere motivation that you have the ability to do things, not just mere motivation that I want money, not just mere motivation that I want to drive a nice car, of which, thank God, I'm driving one. Anyway, that's just a filler. You understand? Not just the motivation that you want to have a nice house, but so that you are in a place whereby you can express yourself fully, better yourself. And so I applied, and then I got an interview. I attended a couple of interviews. It's very important to also consult in your CV. I think I'm going to conclude now. We'll engage some other time. Make sure that HR reviews your CV. Look at other CVs of your seniors and make sure that you put your CV to be similar. Make sure that you apply one of the platforms that waste time. Hence I said when I started, don't entertain mediocre, don't waste time, have drive, have fire. Indeed, it's a online application platform. For me, maybe for some other people it works. For me, it was just a complete waste of time. I never got any response from there. So make sure you apply you use relevant tools and resources to actually seek employment. So I use the DPSA, which comes out every Friday, to actually look for a job. I used a web portal for Western Cape government to actually apply there. I got a number of rejections, a number of interview invites. Some of them I rejected them. You begin to weigh options, especially once you get the first job and know that you're permanent. Then you can actually weigh options. You can relax, but at the same time you persist. I use those kind of platforms to make sure that I progress. Let me stop here, and I wish we could have allowed questions, but unfortunately we won't. But I'm extending an invite to all of you to say, let me